Hi guys, your GCSE DT exam is next week on Tuesday the 18th of June. I'm doing A-level DT and I got a grade 9 in GCSE 2 years ago with the Edexcel exam board. I'm going to give you guys some last minute revision tips. So first things first, throughout the paper, avoid referring to generic material names like wood or metal. Be specific by saying what type of timber, for example oak, pine, plywood, or at least is it a softwood, hardwood or manufactured board. This goes with non-timbers as well. What type of metal is it? Stainless steel, copper, aluminium, etc. A large portion of the marks come from the materials topic. This includes material properties, so make sure you know them all. Toughness, hardness, strength, and the different types of strength, durability, malleability, etc. Especially for the first Edexcel question, which is always listing properties for the various products they show you. I have a separate video on the entire materials topic on my channel. Next, try to link to the context of the question at the end, especially if it's a 3-mark question. So I know for Edexcel, they like 3-mark or 6-mark questions with 1 point, an explanation of that point, and then linking back to the context of the product or the user. Linking back to properties, give reasons for a certain material choice. Don't just say something is cheap or cheaper. Majority of the time that is not a valid answer, and there are far better actual material properties you can use. And the difference between hardness and toughness, very simply, hardness is scratch resistance. So if the surface of that material resists scratches, it is hard, and toughness is impact resistance. So if you drop that material, will it survive? That's toughness. A decent chunk of the exam will be maths questions, which are generally GCSE Maths Foundation level. Remember your calculator, ruler, pencil, and protractor in the exam, and always show you're working out, even if you don't know how to get to the final answer. Just try something like you would do in your maths exam. On the whole, especially for questions about robotics or the environment, use common sense. Of course, robots and automation take over low-skilled jobs, but they also create high-skilled technical jobs. Someone needs to fix that robot if it breaks. LCA stands for Life Cycle Analysis, and the stages are as follows: extraction of raw materials, manufacture, transportation, and distribution. If, for example, the product is manufactured in China and sold in the UK, how will it go from China to the UK? The next stage is use, so the energy needed to use the product, and finally end of life, will it be recycled, end up in landfill, etc. Remember, if a material is a mix of many and it's hard to separate into individual materials, that makes it harder to recycle. There's 4 types of motion you need to know. This is rotary motion, going in a circle. This is reciprocating, moving in a straight line in 2 directions, for example a piston. This is linear, moving in one straight line. And finally, this is oscillating, moving forward and backwards in a curve, like a swing. I've got 3 videos applicable to GCSE on my channel, so have a watch of those. For the next few days, practice past papers and have a look at other exam boards as well. So if you're doing Edexcel, have a look at AQA and vice versa. Seneca, I think, is okay for revision, but if you have your own flashcards that you've made throughout the past 2 years, use those. You can probably find stuff on Quizlet as well. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Good luck for your exam. It's probably the last GCSE exam you're going to sit, so have fun with it. Leave a comment after the exam letting me know how it goes.